Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this 6A quarterfinal game here at the Edmond Memorial Baseball Complex as the Mustang Broncos take on your Union baseball team. Alongside Joey Witcher, I'm Jim Douthit. And Joey, you know, there was a song and a group by the name of Whitesnake that they would say, "Here we go again." But this Union baseball team is anything but alone as they have gelled at the right time and are playing very good baseball, top to bottom, 1 through 9 in this lineup.
Absolutely, and we belong here. And I hope that our kids believe that. You know, there's two rooms of thought, Jim. We're young. We've talked about it all year. That we may be too young to realize how big this moment is. And I hope that's the case because Mustang is a lot like us, except that they're a senior-laden team. They're much older. You know, of course, nobody was in the state tournament last year.
Right.
So they don't have that advantage. But I just hope our kids go out and play like they played all year and don't get caught up in the moment.
And we'll see. We'll see. Now, the Broncos come in with a record of 23-12 overall, 9-3 in districts. And they took a similar path as Union, playing 3 games in their regional, pounding Midwest City 14-4, and then beating Edmond North 5-1 and 6-1. And Mustang, you know, just looking at their record, Joey, really stacks up well against the youth of Union.
Yeah, that's, you know, I alluded to that earlier. And talking to the coaches, they see Mustang as a mirror of us. They go as their leadoff hitter goes. They like to run. They're very active on the base paths, which we haven't seen in a while. So, you know, of course, we got Brody behind the plate, and I like our matchups there. But we saw in the first game with Bixby and Deer Creek a little sloppiness early, and I just hope that we don't see that in our game.
You bet. So it's Mustang and it's Union, and we'll have the starting lineups in the national anthem right after this.
Welcome to the 2021 Class 6A Baseball Championship here at Edmond Memorial High School. Today's Class 6A Championship contest will match the Broncos from Mustang High Now the starting lineup for Broncos. Leading off and playing second base, number 1, Kyle Ranchi. Number 2, Tabor. Today, number 5, Braden Jr. Right fielder, number 9, Chance Scott. Batting 6th and playing third base, number 20, Garrett Payne. Batting 7th and catching, number 10, Brody Retro. First base, number 3, Graham Felton. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 6, Cam Zambrano. The reserves for Mustang, number 4, Kyle Fenimore. Number 7, Ryan Fowler. Number 11, Gage Wells. Number 12, Aiden Ziegler. Number 13, Matthew Wilson. Number 14, Jackson Nicholson. Number 15, Tyler please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Edmond Memorial Stadium here for this quarterfinal matchup between Mustang and Union Baseball. And Joey, here we go.
This is awesome,
this is exciting.
This is awesome.
This is really exciting.
And again, Jim, we've been blessed. What a beautiful day.
Yeah, another beautiful day here as we go top to bottom and around the horn for Union. Starting in left field, Gage Arthur. Your center fielder, of course, is Grayson Tempest. And in right is Parker Patterson. On the infield, Ortiz and McNeely on the left side of the field. Jones and Keller at second and first base. And your battery tonight, T.J. King and Brody Briggs with that arm. And you brought it up earlier. I think they're going to try to test Mr. Briggs a little bit on the pad. So
I think they are. That's the scouting report. We'll see. I'm pretty confident Brody's up to the task.
Yes, I'm absolutely confident in that as well. We'll get to Mustang's starting lineup as they come up. They'll lead off with Kyle Mantooth, the second baseman, and we've heard a lot of this young man, and Mantooth can flat play some baseball.
He's a good player, and if you know their man's Jones, the kid they're throwing, he's their guy. He's their guy. If we can get to him, Mantooth probably be the first guy to come in and relieve.
Right. As you can hear from the crowd noise, we're getting underway. Union won the toss, so they will be the home team, which is not something we saw during the regionals for sure. We didn't win a toss during regionals, but we kind of swept through regionals. So hopefully, you said it, it's a new week.
It's a new week.
Shouldn't matter.
Regionals are gone. I'm glad we're the home team. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think we're going to need that last at bat. I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong as well. I understand as the first pitch is on the way, we got a little echoing noise that we're working on. This is a different setup for us that we're not used to. Andy Irwin did a really, really good job.
Ooh.
1-0, 2-0 now.
Ooh, I don't like that. That was a good-looking pitch.
And immediately we hear some of the Union fans chirping at Blue down there, and that is home plate umpire Brad Davenport. So we'll see if Mr. Davenport makes any fans. Pitches.
There we go.
On the corner.
We have a nice crowd, Jim.
Yes, it's a very nice crowd. And you alluded to it before we went back on the air. What a day.
Oh, my gosh.
Beautiful weather. 70-some-odd degrees, and as you can see, the cumulus clouds in the air. And first place umpire Josh Summerall is pointing to some fans, and I'm not too sure what happened there. But A fan or two must have gotten a warning. And this looks to be a spirited affair.
Yes. Yeah, we got a very vocal Mustang crowd here. I'm not sure what that was. Some sort of warning, though, like you said.
The 2-1 delivery. Swung on and
It's foul ball.
Foul down the left field line.
Just a long strike.
2-2 now.
You know, I think we talked about this in the pregame. It's going to be important for TJ to keep the leadoff man off the bases. Don't want them to get their offense going.
We talked about it a little bit. If you guys missed our pregame, we alluded to the fact. Now there's a shot way out in left field. Arthur underneath it, calls for it, and there's one away.
There's a good start. Now, I'm going to say this right now, right off the get-go. I've played in this stadium. This stadium's been here for a long time. I played here as a high school kid. The ball doesn't carry that well left. So when it's hit, it looks like that ball looked like it was hit really hard.
Right.
It carries the right field here. So we want fly balls to left today, Jim.
So Gage Arthur, we want him to be a busy man. We want our left fielder to be a busy man. Tabor Stokes, the shortstop, steps in here for Mustang, and he'll look at a first pitch ball. What do you think of TJ early on?
He looks good. That right there, I mean, he's balanced. He's under control. He doesn't look like he's working fast than normal, you know. He looks really poised. I like it so far.
Shot down the right field side. Patterson underneath it. There's two.
There we go. There we go.
So 2 away as I struggle a little bit with graphics. So we got 2 away, top of the first. Caden Parker, their center fielder, steps in.
This is where sometimes we see TJ lapse a little. He gets 2 quick outs, and then I'll relax a little and let our base runner. We need him to bear down here, get us a 1-2-3 inning.
First pitch in there was a strike. 0-1.
Good spot right there. Not a strike, but it's a good pitch. You come back with the first one like did. Work the outside.
1-1 now.
There you go.
2 balls, 1 strike. The batter is Caden Parker. The delivery.
There we go.
To McNeely. He gobbles it up. Throw to first.
Oh.
Gets away. Gets away from Keller. And Parker will end up on second on not the best throw from McNeely, which is kind of something we haven't seen.
Have not seen all year.
Do that all year.
You know, it's nerves, Jim. We saw it in the first game. Deer Creek and Bixby both kicked it around early. That's unfortunate for TJ.
Correct, because
that was a clean inning for him. So we don't, you know, now you got a runner in scoring position. No cheapies right here.
Be a throwing error on McNeely. Braden Jones steps in, their pitcher, and you talked about him.
He's your guy.
These two don't mirror each other. So I talked to Andy Irwin a little bit about our graphics. The preview, I'll just tell the fans what we're looking at. My preview is not the same as. Okay.
Here's the deal right now, Jim, with 2 outs and first base open. You want to be real careful here with this guy. He's their guy. I'm not saying we don't pitch to him at all, but we definitely pitch, make him hit our pitch.
The 0-1 delivery outside. 1-1. 2 away, the runner on second is Caden Parker, who reached second on a throwing error by McNeely. TJ with a long look in. Delivery high. 2-2. Or excuse me, 2-1.
2-1. That's, you know, when he misses like that is when he's overthrowing. He's trying to throw it too hard right there. Needs to settle down, know the situation. 2 outs, first base open. Be smart here. That's a good pitch right there.
2-2.
That a boy. Now 2-2. Something soft away. Something soft away. A changeup or a curveball.
Well, and I think he would want to work that outside of the
Absolutely.
plate because Davenport has been giving that pitch. So
absolutely. Ooh, nice.
Struck him out.
Froze him. Very
Struck
nice.
him out, and that's good for TJ. He pumps his glove as he walks off. We're going to take a quick timeout. Union's coming up right after this. Welcome back. Bottom of the first inning coming up. McNeely, Tempest, Ortiz, your first, second, and third. And if you're new to Union baseball, those top three are not new to us at all, Joey.
No, those are our guys. Just like Mustangs dudes, those are our dudes. Our top three guys are on base percentage. All three of them are over 500. So we go as they go. And in the immortal words of my longtime favorite coach, Stephen Eugene Young. This is fun, partner.
Yeah, this is absolutely a great time. I got to say thank you real quick to Edmond Memorial's athletic director who gave us this opportunity to set this up. I want to thank Emily Barkley and everybody in our athletic department for making this happen for us, and for all the fans out there. A lot of shout-outs today for a lot of people listening in Kansas City and Rochester, New York, and Wisconsin. We'll get to all you
Frisco,
folks.
Texas.
Frisco, Texas, absolutely. Jaden McNeely leads off. Now, what are you thinking here? We want McNeely on. I definitely want to pressure this Rex Road kid behind the plate for sure. He's swinging first pitch down
That's
the right field line.
I like him.
Foul.
I like the aggressiveness. They've got us scouted. First and third base are playing up, so bunt's probably off the table. But anything in the middle past the pitcher will be a tough play for him.
Right. Yep, and they are playing up for sure, as Payne and Hilton are both just about on the grass. Swung on, out to right field and catchable by Cox, and there's one away.
Now, there's one place on this field the ball does carry is to right field. But Jim, we talk about it all the time. The thing that we got to do, we got to put the ball in play, no strikeouts, no pop-ups. Put the pressure on them to make plays. We saw earlier with us, with Jaden, and with the first game, nerves are going out there. Put some pressure on them.
High, ball one. Tempest steps in, and he's another guy that if he can get the ball on the ground,
yes,
he's got a really good chance of beating it out. In the dirt, 2-0.
Tempest comes in. He's our second leading hitter. He's hitting 360. And he's second on base percentage behind Jaden. So it's like having a second leadoff hitter up.
Inside, fouled off down the left field line. That'll be strike one. Do you like him swinging at a 2-0 pitch?
I do, but I don't like him swinging at that one. That's that's being a sophomore, not knowing your zone.
2-1 delivery by Jones. Strike two. So it looks like the outside of the plate is the gift today by home plate umpire Brad Davenport. And I'm good with that. If he's giving it both ways.
Looks like he's going to be consistent with it.
2-2. Swinging, struck him out. Swinging strike, and that's two away. And that'll bring up our third baseman, Avery Ortiz. Now, one thing I could say, we've done a lot of damage throughout the season with 2 outs, it seems like.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we can run. We're always a threat. Always a threat because of our speed factor.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, so far, I will say the Jones kid is as good as advertised. That's a really nice hook for a high school kid. There you go. That's a base hit.
That is a
Attaboy,
base hit.
Avery.
Avery Ortiz with a base hit to right field.
I'll tell you right now what I've liked so far with our hitters, our approach, going up the middle, hitting it where the ball, because he's working the outside part of the plate, and both balls that we've hit have been hit that way. I like that. That's a good look.
Parker Patterson steps in now. Patterson on the year batting .329.
Second in the team in RBIs. So hopefully we can bounce a curveball and get to second here, or maybe we'll just test the arm.
Swinging strike. And you're absolutely right. Jones is on it right now. But we'll see how he is with Ortiz, and we know Ortiz can run, so we'll see.
Good count to run here, too. 0-1. You're thinking off-speed pitch.
The throw over, not in time. And Mama Ortiz, his jersey is already dirty. As Avery gets back safe. The 0-1 delivery with 2 outs on the way to Parker Patterson.
Ooh, another fastball.
Yep. 2 strikes. Is he throwing him anything over the plate?
He's throwing it right down the middle.
Right.
Parker's just yanking off of it. Those were 2 good pitches to hit. He needs to shorten up now, not chase anything out of the zone. This will probably be a waste pitch.
High,
Attaboy.
just
Good.
like you said. So 1-2.
Still thinking we're going to see that curveball. Might be running here. 1-2.
Avery Ortiz looking on. The
Nope.
delivery swung on, pop foul.
Good job.
Battling hard. Stays
Still
at 1-2. Yep.
Still 1-2. So it doesn't look like Sean's going to test him early right now. Leave the bat in Parker's hands, which is probably a good idea.
Parker with 24 RBIs on the year. Ortiz goes, pitch outside, swing, strike 3. So 2 strikeouts on the inning for Jones. Both of them swinging in Tempest and Patterson. And we're going to keep it right here because we'll talk about this real quick. I think it's important for Union to really survive the first 3 innings or so.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And see Jones at least once through the lineup so you know what he's going to be throwing.
Well, first thing, now the nerves should be out of the way for us as a team. And then, like I said, he's got a nice hook for a high school kid, but he doesn't look overpowering out there. And we hit 2 hard balls. You know, we let Jaden, the ball he hit to right, he hit it hard. He just hit it right at the guy. So, yeah, patience. Always, Jim. It's always about patience.
Right. It's always about patience. I agree. So, hey, folks, Union, enrollment for Union's virtual academy for the 21-22 school year is now open. Union's mission at our virtual academy is to provide a high-quality, age-appropriate virtual education opportunity for our students. And by enrolling in this program, students will be able to participate in any of Union's co-curricular programs from athletics to fine arts to clubs and school events. So to enroll, visit unionps.org/virtual. That's Union's Virtual Academy. Gart Morris running that, I believe. Joey, and
Nobody better.
great program for Union. Strike, first pitch strike by TJ, and we want to see him get ahead every batter, every time, right?
Yep. Best pitch in baseball, strike 1. I noticed the hat's staying on, too.
Yes. The hat is staying on. Dad, and Mom and I had a nice conversation on Twitter about the hat. So we appreciate the King family listening to us. Check swing foul. So 1 and 2, maybe a gift there by King, and we'll see what he can do. Chance Cox is your batter, the right fielder for Mustang. And he'll look at the 1-2 delivery.
Nice.
Struck him out.
There you go. Nice pitch.
Struck him out looking, and that's his TJ's second strikeout. And there's one away, and that'll bring in their third baseman, Garrett Payne.
Third baseman, number 20, Garrett Payne.
I don't know if this kid right here, he's the backup third baseman. if he's a full-time player or not, if he just gets to play when Jones pitches.
Interesting that you would have your favorite catcher, but it makes sense. You'll never see Adam Wainwright on the mound without seeing Yadier Molina if Molina's available. So I know this is 6A, that's Major League Baseball, but your point is well taken.
One and the same, right?
Right, absolutely. At this level, great crowd, great atmosphere. Mustang fans come out in force, and I tell you what, it's really, really cool to see a lot of the Union fans make the trip down I-44 and then up, what is that, 35 to get here?
No, it's 44. Turner.
44, okay. I don't know. Andy was driving. He had me, I don't know where
Turner,
we were.
Turnpike, Kilpatrick.
Oh, Kilpatrick, that's what it was. I'm new to this part of the state. So don't come down to Oklahoma City that often.
Come on, TJ, battle back, baby. 3-0 here.
As I need to pay attention to my job.
One pinch at a time.
Inside, he'll walk him.
He doesn't like that inside corner, does he, Jim?
Not at all. So 1 out. Garrett Payne at first. Brody Rexroad steps in, the catcher for the aforementioned Braden Jones that Joey alluded to just a minute ago, as he'll look down for some signs from the third base coach.
Brody does a little relief pitching for him as well. It's possibly we could see him later.
I would like to get to that point.
Me too. There you go. There you go, right there. Wear it out. Attaboy, TJ. I'd get a little ground ball here to Jonesy. Get a little 4-6-3.
Yeah, I'd like to see something hit to McNeely to get him back in the game after that error that he was charged in the first inning. Swinging. And it's 0-2.
Took a little off that. Looked like his changeup. It's nice.
TJ looks for the sign. Payne leads off first. The 0-2 delivery. High. Ooh. Briggs wanted to throw it.
Briggs always wants to. He wakes up wanting to throw it.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I think Todd said that. His dad has told us he could throw kids out as he gets out of bed in the morning. The 1-2 delivery inside. 2-2.
That's a show pitch. Work something away here. Nope.
Back to a full count. This is where TJ can get himself in trouble from time to time.
Yeah. Head and count, 0-2. Tries to be too fine. Tries to strike everybody out.
3-2 delivery, runner goes, fouled off. Mr. Payne will have to return back to first.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, and you've talked about it a lot this year. It's the fact that TJ needs to throw strikes and let his defense take care of them.
Yep.
That error by McNeely, I'm going to knock on a little wood here. Very, very rare for that young
anomaly.
man.
It's an anomaly.
Yeah. Look at you using big words.
Yeah.
Anomaly.
Second semester words. Well, I'm going to be teaching English.
Yes. Okay. Interesting to know. 4-pitch or a walk given up again. So runners at first and second now. 1 away still. You're going to be teaching English, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I taught it for 20 years.
Yeah, okay.
So,
good point. Good point.
But it's been a while. So I'm having to break out the new words again.
Briggs is coming out to talk to King. The pinch runner is number 12 for Mustang. And I know who that is, but I got to look it up on my phone. Caden Hinter, the pinch runner, as Brody Rexroad, the catcher, got a break and a walk. And that's tough. This is where King's got to bear down, because you're right. He was ahead 0-2.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Yeah.
He walks to put runners at first and second. In steps Graham Hilton. Still just 1 away.
There you go.
Nice pitch to start.
Oh, my gosh.
And that didn't seem to cross the plate where home plate umpire wanted it. So That's a ball.
Okay. That looked like a pretty good pitch to me, Jim. I
Absolutely.
know I'm biased, but
Yes, we're absolutely biased up. And we're up here. We're a little bit higher than we usually are at home at the Union Baseball and Softball Complex.
that looked like the same
And there's
exact
a
pitch.
Yep. It did.
He just
So
need,
it's 1-1.
he just need to see it twice.
So one's across the board, balls, strikes, and outs. 2 runners on.
Interesting to see how aggressive Mustang's going to be right here. If they're going to hit and run or to try to do something.
King with the delivery. Swung on, popped up, left
Foul territory.
side.
We got to play. Got to play.
Ortiz is over, and he makes the play.
There you go. That's a big out.
That is a big out, I agree.
Big out.
Nice job by Ortiz to get over there.
Like I tell you before, it just takes one pitch. We just need one pitch here, and
we're out of it.
we're out of it. Out of what could have potentially been an inning for Mustang.
Cam Sobrano steps in, their left fielder. And Sobrano's got a great baseball name.
Yes, he does.
I love that.
He had a good regional for him last week. Finals, he was 2 for 4, had 2 RBIs.
And he gets plugged. He'll get plugged to load the bases. That brings up the top of their order with the bases loaded. What's Briggs saying to King right now, Joey?
To settle down. He's trying to throw too hard. When he loses, when he's on, he's smooth, and he's his rhythm. And when he tries to load up and throw it too hard, he gets out of his sync, and the ball rises on him, and he throws balls, and he hits people. He's just got to settle down.
And he had a great first inning, really.
Yes, he did.
Faced 4 batters, struck out 1, and he's got 2 strikeouts through 2 innings so far, or I should say an inning and 2/3.
He's got to learn how to close, though, Jim. When he's got 0-2 counts, that's got to be outs. And that's his Achilles heel right now.
Mantooth steps in. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. The delivery.
Nice.
Out. There's that pitch, much to the chagrin of the Mustang Bronco fans.
Well, I think I'm going to agree with him, but if he's going to call it, keep throwing it.
Right.
Because he ain't going to hit that.
Absolutely.
There's nothing he can do with that ball.
Absolutely not. Unless he crowds the plate, just throws the bat out there. Then it's going to be in the dirt. Should be an easy ground out. King with the 0-1 delivery.
Oh, nice.
Right down the middle, 0-2.
Okay, here we are, 0-2.
Again.
Now he should be, he's got to have a closer's mentality here. He's got to close this guy out. This should be an out. 0-2. Every statistic in the world is in the pitcher's favor.
King looks in. Delivers,
Nice.
struck him out.
That a baby.
Struck
that a
him
baby.
out. A swinging strikeout. They strand 3 runners, does Mustang, as King comes back out and strikes out Mantooth. Union's coming up to bat. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Union Baseball on the Union Sports Network. Welcome back. Bottom of the second. And Bryce Ashlock steps in. Ashlock's batting .275 on the year. 1 home run and
Had a really hot regional.
I was just getting ready to say he has really heated up.
Been on fire. I mentioned a little bit last week he tweaked his hamstring. That's why he's DHing.
And a quick one out, as he couldn't do anything with that pitch, and it was just popped out.
Well, both of those he swung. He's a little aggressive on that at bat. Both of those were out of the zone. Needs to be a little bit more patient.
And Brody Briggs steps in. Now, you said nerves should be okay. Nerves should be okay out in the field. I think if you're coming up to bat for the first time, your nerves are probably still going a little bit, or no?
Possibly, but after you've played an inning, it's a routine now. You're back into the you're always nervous your first at bat regardless.
Briggs steps in, takes high and outside.
But, yeah, to your point, yeah, second and third time through, they'll probably be a little bit more relaxed.
Right. Outside 2-0.
The thing about this Jones kid from Mustang, he doesn't look like he's just going to step out there and throw it by us. So we be patient, work the count, and get a pitch to hit, and then we got to hit it.
And there is the outside corner for a strike.
And that's a good take. That's what I'm 2-0. You don't have to swing. He can't do anything with that pitch. That's a good take because he's still 2-1.
Inside.
Now
that'll be a called strike.
That one he wants to turn on. That should have been the pitch he turned on right there. So now 2-2. He's got to shorten up. Again, we got to put some pressure. We haven't put any pressure on him yet.
We have not at all. Outside,
there you go.
There it is. To Stokes. Stokes over. High throw.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
You go.
And there's the interference.
And
he should get second. He should get second. Yeah, he gets second base.
He's being awarded second base, and he'll stand up because he was interfered there with Hilton, and you're throwing your arms up in there, and you wanted that call real quick.
Well, thank you, Brody, for proving my point.
Right.
We got to put some pressure on these kids. Just like Jaden did when his first ground ball, that kid almost threw that into the parking lot.
And that's the nerve showing up, I think, because with all due respect to Briggs, he's not our fastest kid.
No, that's a routine play. That's a routine play right. That should be 6-3. They should be hitting right now, but they're not. So we got to take advantage of it.
Keller is on, I should say, and up to bat. As Briggs reached on an error. And I believe Rhett Rogers is out there to run.
Yes. So we have speed.
Now, grounder,
Canyon.
Second base. Go quick, can't get it to happen.
God.
And there's 2 away now. But it does advance the runner, and again, Joey, 2 outs. That's good for us because we have a runner in scoring position. Now, what do you want Arthur to do here? Put it in play, force it again?
Yeah. I think, if he hits a ground ball at shortstop, he's got a good chance of beating it out, and it would score a run.
Right.
What I don't want him to do is pop up or strike out. Put the ball in play.
First pitch strike. Keller looks at the 0-1 delivery. Swinging, strike 2.
That was the pitch right there.
Yeah, and the way he swung at it, it sure looked like he wanted all of it. Now
Maybe we can get him to bounce a curveball here to the backstop.
Backstop. Swinging down the right field line. Over is Cox. That ball is drifting, and it's foul, and he can't pick it up.
Got a break there.
And you said something about the ball carrying to right field. Obviously, that's hit down the right field line. That's what you're talking about.
Yes. Well, the other thing I need to mention, too, we got a really short backstop here. So a ball by the catcher is not necessarily a automatic base.
Well, and we saw it in the Bixby Deer Creek game. The Bixby kid floated one to home, and that thing bounced all the way back past home plate and past the catcher when he turned around to grab it.
Yep. You got a brick facade back here, and you got about, probably 10 yards where normally you have about 30. So that's something the base runner's got to be aware of.
1-2 delivery, swinging, strike 3. And they're out of the inning as Mustang. We leave a runner on. Top of the third coming up right after this. Welcome back to Union Baseball here on the Union Sports Network. Hey, Union High School will host its commencement for the class of 2021 on Thursday, May 27th at the UMAC in Tulsa. 3 different graduation ceremonies will take place on this day, with ceremonies at 10 a.m. for those graduating with last names A through F, 2 p.m. for those with last names G through N, and 6 p.m. for those students with a last name beginning with O through Z. So for more information, seniors, you need to check your Canvas. That's the high school activities course for more information. Graduation this time of year, Joey, too much fun.
Well, we got to pray for good weather because the forecast next week doesn't look.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But thankfully at the UMAC, inside, that's a good thing for us. As the first pitch is low for a ball, I'm assuming. Yep. As I was running my mouth and not paying attention to what I was supposed to be doing. For my friends listening out there, they'll understand. 2-0 now.
I guess graduation's 2 weeks away. I'm getting ahead of myself.
2 weeks away, yeah.
So.
You're getting a little ahead of yourself. The
Yep.
seniors that are listening, I know we've got a few classes at Union listening, so we appreciate all the students and staff, support
There you
staff, everybody listening back at the high school. Thanks for joining. It's Mr. Witcher and Mr. Douthat to those of you students that are listening.
Second time through the lineup here for Mustang with 2, 3, 4. So we definitely. We got
a gift there.
That ball looked a little up, Jim. We'll
Yep.
take it.
2-2.
We'll take it.
2-2 delivery on its way inside. Little low there and a full count.
Big pitch here. Don't want to walk him.
Tabor Stokes is the one, and it's high. Boy, he flat over through that one.
Yep.
Ball 4 there.
He tries to load up on the fastball and throw it harder than he's able to, and he has no idea where it's going. He's got to stop doing that.
Caden Parker steps in, center fielder. He was the lone hit so far for the Bulldogs. Listen to me, for the Broncos.
Well, base runner.
Yes, base runner. Yes, reached on an error, throwing error.
Be nice feeding in another ground ball to Jaden. We turn double play.
So for TJ so far, Coach, 3 strikeouts, but 3 walks as well.
Yes, and 2 really bad walks, including that last one. Interesting showing fake bunt that first pitch with your 3-hole.
King throws over Stokes back in plenty of time. And Parker back in, awaiting the 0-1 delivery from King. Runner goes swinging, popped up. Keller gives chase, just out of play. Just out of play.
Something that I know our crowd at home can't see, their third base coach is standing on the dirt right next to the base. You hardly ever see that.
And it's interesting, too, because this field doesn't have the boxes drawn that you see at most parks.
Well,
so how close can he be?
Hey, there's no rule that says you have to be in the box. Those are for show, but you usually don't see him playing. I mean, he's on the dirt. He's standing like 3 feet from third base.
Correct.
That's a little unusual. I would think it would be a little distracting, too. Surprised that we haven't said anything about it.
0-2 delivery.
Here we go.
To Jones.
God dang it.
And he bobbles the ball a little bit there, and everybody's safe.
Yep. Got a little quick with his hands. Probably weren't going to be able to turn 2 with the left-hander up, but you got to make sure you get that lead runner. Now we're right where we were last inning, except now we have no outs.
Yep.
And their best hitter up, so.
2 on. Stokes and Parker at second and first after the error charge to our lone senior and Ryan Jones. And Ryan was thinking 2 before he actually saw that into his glove, Coach.
Yep, little quick.
Braden Jones up swinging.
Kind of like a receiver running with before he catches the ball. Same deal, just took his eyes off of it. Now, we struck Jones out last time. It'd be nice to get one here, or some kind of pop-up, something that doesn't move the runners and we can get an out.
Oh, 0-1 delivery. King looks in. There's the bunt. They get it down, over to first, not in time, and everybody's safe. And it was interesting because it looked like Keller and Jones were both at first base.
Yeah.
So a little miscommunication there.
Yeah. Once the ball was bunted to third, Keller retrieved back. Jones has got to see that and get out of the way.
And I'm not 100% sure who made the play on that ball. And
Well,
that definitely confused Ortiz because now it's like, who am I throwing to?
Yeah.
You got 2 players covering the bag.
Yeah, and he bounced it over there. So, unfortunately for him, it's an error on him, which, like I said, it's interesting them bunting their 4-hole in that situation. Kind of gives you an idea of what kind of game they think they're in and how they're going to play it. Because, like we've said, Jones is their dude. But like we've seen all year, Jim, field and a bunt, 3 things. You got to field it, you got to throw it, you got to catch it.
Right.
And any one of those 3 things goes wrong, and you're safe.
And here we are now with the 3rd error charged to Union, and that's the youth coming out in this team. They've been smart so far. But this time, it is rearing its ugly head. Now, they need to bear down here, runners on the pond, and the good thing is,
looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. And I'm guessing that this kid's a bunter.
and we'll see who this is. Number 4 is Kyle Fenimore.
Yeah.
Fenimore comes in with the bases loaded in the dirt, ball 1. Now, I still think we're in a great position. All we got to do is execute.
Yeah.
Force it into base. Nothing's happened yet.
Ideally, we get a ball in the corner or back to the pitcher so we can get the force at home.
And get the lead runner, and you're good.
But
Pitch in for the strike there.
Pinch hitting here for your right fielder in this situation, one of 2 things. This guy's got an unbelievable on-base percentage, or he can bunt. And so you might see a squeeze on this pitch right here.
And this isn't, and if you look to the right, Keller is on the grass. That's outside.
Yeah.
So Keller's playing on the grass, so he must know something's going on, as he's going to be directed there by probably Coach Brown telling him to play up a little bit like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because they're thinking the same thing what we're talking about.
Two-one delivery. Low, ball 3.
That's a good pitch. Brody couldn't hang on to it. I think if he catches that clean, we might have got a call there.
So 3-1, I would imagine that Fenimore is going to be taking all the way. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Make King throw it over the 3-1 delivery by King. Inside, and Mustangs up 1-0.
And what you're seeing youth show right now, I'm afraid. TJ's pressing a little bit. You can't blame him. He's thrown, he should have 2 outs right now.
Correct.
I mean, the guy that just scored is on him because he walked him, but the guys on second and third shouldn't be there.
Garrett Payne steps in, and he walked first time up.
Yep. We need 1 pitch, Jim. 1 pitch, get us a double play.
Get some confidence back. That's hit hard. Tempest back. He'll look. They'll probably test his arm. Here comes the throw. Not even close.
Yep.
Nope. Didn't get all of it.
That's a good at-bat by that kid. Got a pitch he could elevate it, hit a fly ball, get a run then. But now, that's just 2 runs. So if we can get a ground ball here, because I believe we got the catcher up.
Right.
He doesn't run very well. So if we can get a ground ball, we can turn a double play in what could have potentially been really bad, just 2 runs.
He walked the first time up with Rex Road.
Yep.
Runners at first and second. So it should be Cox and Jones. No, that's a lie. It's Fenimore and Jones. I apologize. Runners at first and second. King delivery.
There you
strike
go.
1. And now he's ahead. So this is where. And TJ needs to live out there. I think I probably said this twice or 3 times, but he needs to live out there because home plate umpire Davenport's given him that.
Not even mess with anything inside.
1-1. Inside 2-1. That looked like a pretty good pitch as well.
Yeah, a little up maybe. He's really losing his front sides flying on him, Jim. He's really got to get back and keep that front side tucked. It's causing the ball to run up and in on him out of the zone. There you go.
Swing and strike.
That was
Fouled
better.
off down the right field line. 2-2 now. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a breaking ball on the outer part right here. Something maybe he could swing around, hit a soft ground ball, give us a chance to turn the pair.
2-2 delivery. Hit well. Tempest on his horse. Collision in the outfield, and that ball dropped. Arthur and Tempest came together. One will score. Here comes the play at the plate. Not in time. Ball gets away. And Rex Road has scored 2 on the double. And I just hope that Tempest and Arthur are okay because they did not communicate at all out there, Coach.
No, we're our own worst enemy right now, Jim. We had the guy dead at home, and we short hopped the catcher. That ball, as well it was hit, should have been caught.
Especially the speed in Tempest. He
Right.
can get to it for sure.
And but the big issue I have with that is the 2-2 pitch right down the middle. I mean, we got to have a better pitch than that. We got him on the ropes, and we just put one right down the middle for him. And most kids in high school can hit that pitch.
Now, I hate to bring this up, but it's that time. How long are you letting TJ go in this game?
Well, that's a $64,000
Right,
question.
right.
Because, I mean, if you go right now, you go to your number 2, which would be Keller. But, I mean, really, it's other than the walks, it's not TJ's fault. We should be out of this inning.
Right, you got an error by Jones. You got the collision in the outfield by Tempest and Arthur.
You got the error by Ortiz.
And you got the error by Ortiz. Outside.
I mean, we're just, like you said, execution. We're not making plays that we've been making all year, you know. And it's nerves. We're young.
Yep.
You knew this was going to happen. We got to weather the storm. 4 runs, we can get 4 runs, but we can't afford to give up any more.
1-0, and yes, it is corrected. 1 out. It's fouled off. 1-1 now. Top of third. If you're wondering, it'll be 9-1-2 for Union in Jones, McNeely, and Tempest in the bottom of this inning. So really where we want to be, because the senior in Jones has done pretty well.
Yep, especially leading off innings. But we still got 2 outs to get here.
We still have 2 outs to get out. Yep.
I like where your head's at, but we need to get a couple more outs.
1-2 now. Time called. Home plate umpire giving Graham Hilton the time. McNeely over close behind the runner for Mustang. Tiptoes over. King looks back, and he'll come home. Fouled, tipped. 1-2 still. And I like the fact here that it seems like King's working lower into the strike zone, so that's good because you're going to get a ground ball in that zone.
Yeah, yeah. But again, 0-2, 1-2. This has got to be. He's got to hit our pitch. We can't give him something too good to hit right here.
1-2 delivery. Inside, and it hits him. So that'll hit him. Runners at first and second now, and the lug nuts are beginning to come off the wheel, Joey.
Pressing a little bit. He's trying to do too much. You know, we've seen this, and we've seen him do this in the past and get away with it. And he just, when he gets out there and he tries to throw too hard and strike people out, this is what happens.
Sembrano checks in. He was hit by a pitch the first time up.
Yeah.
Runners at first and second for Mustang. The high, ball one. Can't see if anybody, can you see if
there's nobody warming up? I was checking
right now. Well, and you're right, our number 2 is our first baseman right now,
right.
Canyon Keller. Outside.
Nope.
Get the call, 1-1. And again,
and
that's the outside of the plate.
But,
work that.
But here's the difference between a thrower and a pitcher, okay? By now, TJ should know I can throw it right there every time. They can't hit it, and he's gonna call it.
Right. High throw down to second, not in time. And there's Briggs keeping everybody honest.
And if I'm him, and if I'm Robo, I'm just setting up on the outside corner and saying throw fastball away until they hurt you with it. Because he's obviously going to give it to us. And those high school hitters, there's not a lot he can do with that ball. Swing around the top of it and hit a soft ground ball is about it.
Runners go, swinging, throw down to third, out.
Thank you, Mustang.
Brody Briggs with the cannon, and he guns down the pinch runner. And there's 2 away.
And 2 strikes.
So
one pitch, we can get out of this thing. Try to hit and run there, and that's a situation where that's their style. They're aggressive, but you could run yourself out of an inning too, because we are definitely on the ropes.
King, the 2-2 delivery.
Strike three. There you go.
On the outside part of the plate. And boy, howdy, the Jekyll and Hyde show that is TJ King. He has, as I look back at the score sheet, that would be his 4th strikeout on the game, if I'm counting correctly. But he has hit 2 batsmen and walked 4 players.
Yeah.
He's got it. And I hate to say Jekyll and Hyde, Mom and Dad, but that's who we have out there.
And now I'm going to defend him, okay? Because he's also got 3 errors behind him. And when you take those 3 errors away, maybe he's not pressing as much. Maybe those things don't happen. So it's a give and take.
It is a give and take. Union's coming up, bottom of the 3rd after this. Back bottom of the 3rd inning. Ryan Jones, the senior, steps in, so it'll be 9-1-2 for Union. And Jones' first pitch swinging to second base, and 1 away. Mantooth with a nice scoop, and there's quickly 1 away.
So we've gone through the lineup once, and we've had 4 outs now where we've swung at the first pitch and got jammed. We got to be more patient. And it's really going to be important for us to not – You're down 4-0, but we got a lot of at-bats left. We just need to chip away. We can't get it all in one swing.
And this is the kid that can get it started for us.
Absolutely.
McNeely's, I've argued, probably the fastest kid on the team. I imagine some of his other players think second, but smart base runner as well as fast.
Yes.
And so you put those two things together, and he can be dangerous.
I'd like to see him engage Arthur in a 40.
I would like to see that as well. What I'd like to see right now is a bunt single.
Yeah. Or a double in the gap. I'll take either one.
Double in the gap would be great. Inside
or hit him.
Or hit him.
There we
hit
go.
By pitch. That'll work. That'll work. And we'll see if McNeely has the green light here. State tournament qualifier or state tournament quarterfinal. I mean, he's had the green light all year long, Joe.
Yeah, but you're down 4-0. That's what I'm talking about, being patient. We got to be smart here. We can't force the issue.
Tempa steps in, first pitch swinging down the right field line, giving chase. That'll fall harmlessly. Nice run there by Cox and Hilton, first baseman and center right fielder for Mustang.
If the situation presents itself, 2 strikes, 2 outs, maybe you run then. But with 1 out, your second leading hitter up. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know enough about the catcher to know if that's a good idea down 4-0 right now.
Yeah, Tempest batting .362 coming into this. His first at bat, he was struck out swinging. Throw over by Jones. McNeely back in time. Jones has got a nice throw over. Quick over back to first. McNeely with a nice lead off of first. Jones throws back over.
Well, when he's not pitching for him, he's playing third base, so we know he's got a hose on him, and he's got good feet, which usually
and a big kid
equals a pretty good move.
Outside, much to the chagrin of the Mustang fans. That was a little bit more outside than what home plate Davenport has called before.
There we go. Hit and run. Throw it away. Oh, nice play.
Nice play there by Stokes.
Good execution by Grayson. Had the hit and run on there. Shortstop started to break for the bag. Ball was hit, came back, backhanded, made a nice play. I thought we might have a chance there.
When Tempest was quick down the line, as he always is, but I agree. Nice job there by Stokes. As I appreciate some of my colleagues at home reminding me that our scoreboard was wrong. It is 4-0, unfortunately, Mustang. Ball to the backstop, and McNeely over. And I tell you what, McNeely didn't quite sprint down to third.
We didn't see it. Avery's got to do a better job of waving him. He didn't see that because the ball went right under the catcher's legs. And again, like I said, we got a short backstop here, and the ball bounced right back to the catcher, made it a much closer play at third than it should have been.
Inside.
Now, second time, Jim, we've been up with a runner on third with 2 outs. If you're going to win this game, we got to score this run.
Well, and with 2 outs, we've done really well with 2 outs most of the year.
Yes.
We've done some damage, or at least scored some runs.
Well, and we got our dude up. This is who we want up. Right there. There you go.
Ortiz with a base hit to left field, and McNeely just jogs home. And Union is on the board.
And that'll be our RBI number 32 for Avery, and that's the guy you want up in that situation. That's a big run right there. 4-1. I mean, we're still down 3, but we just got to chip away. You know, we got a lot of at-bats left.
And we know it's not going to happen over and over again. Parker Patterson steps in. He struck out his first time out, swinging. And that was a high fastball. Hit and run, it looked like. Ortiz will have to go back. You like the hit and run here?
I do, yeah.
Runners in motion, kind of what has gotten us here so far.
Yeah, well, we got the run that I wanted. Now we got to try to get Avery with 2 outs. We got to try to get him in scoring position and cut it in half. So you're going to have to try it. You're going to have to do something. Oh, my gosh.
Outside.
Woo. No, he called it.
Oh, I know. But
Wow.
I'm saying I thought it was outside. But 0-2.
Now, he's being consistent with it. I'm telling you, if I was catching, I'd just be living out there. I'd pitch a tent.
Swinging strike 3. But 1 run across for Union. On the base hit to left field by Ortiz. And 1 run on 1 hit. It's 4-1 now with Mustang coming up right after this. Welcome back at Memorial Stadium here. It's top 4, 4-1. Mustang on top of Union. And we'll see what kind of pitcher TJ King is for this inning.
And they're back. This is their 3rd time through the lineup now. They're back to their leadoff.
Yep. Kyle Mantu steps in. Popped out to left field his first time up and struck out his 2nd time.
Big inning here, Jim. Got to have a shutdown inning.
King working that outside part of the plate. I like that pitch.
I did too. I thought Briggs was a little quick. I thought if he had held it there, maybe we got a chance. Give the umpire a chance to help us out a little bit.
2-0. You guys at home can laugh at me all you want about the graphics that you're seeing. I'm doing that this time instead of doing the public address.
You're doing a great job.
Well, I appreciate that. I would much rather be doing the public address.
Yes, I know you would. That was a good 2-0 pitch. Bounce back.
2-1. King delivers.
There we go.
Grounder. Ortiz back. Off his glove. Can't field it. And Mantooth is on. And I don't know, Joey, are you charging an error with that? I
Yeah,
mean, he had to back
absolutely.
up on it, but that's a play that, yeah, exactly.
I don't mean to be hard on the kid, but
not at all.
that's an error. I mean, you don't cost TJ a hit on that. He did the same thing Ryan did. He's just too quick. He's trying to throw it before he has it. And we've seen his arm. He's got plenty of time on that.
Tabor strokes. Popped out to right field and walked. His first 2 times up. Showing bunt. Throw down by Briggs. Not in time. But Briggs definitely trying to help his team out. Keeping runners honest.
Definite bunt situation for them here.
Boy, and he squared around.
Oh, yeah. This is their game. Get the leadoff on. Get him over in scoring position. This is what they want to do.
Bunt foul there. Should be 1-1.
Yep. Knowing that, now it'd be interesting here at 1-1 if they do try to mix it up and go hit and run, or if he's going to square and bunt, TJ needs to elevate the ball in the zone and try to get him to pop it up.
King over, not in time. It's a nice throw over by King. And again, you're hearing a lot of chatter. Mustang has done a great job bringing out their fans. But I'm going to hand it to the Union faithful. They've come down in force, and they haven't had a whole lot to be loud about. But when they get that opportunity high there, when they get the opportunity, Union faithful is coming alive.
Yeah, great following today for our kids. Now, what we don't want to do, they're going to give us an out. We don't want to screw around here and put him on. Can't get cute here. Throw strikes, let him bunt it, pick it up, throw him out.
advance the runner, but runner on second with 2 outs, you hope you get out of that. Is what I'm hearing from you.
Yes. Well,
there it is.
There it is.
Down.
First base.
King goes to first.
Play catch. There
Nice.
you go.
Easy throw. That didn't look rushed. That looked like textbook.
That looked like the last month.
Yes.
For us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So sacrifice. Laid nicely down by the shortstop and Stokes. The runner at second. And Caden Parker, their center fielder, will step. Caden Parker doubled.
Hey, reached on an error his first time up.
That's what it was. Reached on errors first time up. And I'm writing it down, and you're going off memory. You're amazing. Well stroked. That's going to fall. Base hit. 1 run will score. And a nice play there. Just getting it back in, not forcing anything. Defensively, that's a decent play, I would say. Joey, you can argue my point. They're not trying, meaning that Patterson's not trying to make a play at the plate.
He had no play.
The runner,
it's a base hit all the way. Now you got to go to second base on that. That was just a nice clean hit. Coach Robo's going to come out now.
And Keller's walking over, but of course so is Ortiz. Well, the entire infield now is walking in. I tell you what, Coach Robo is going to have a conversation, and it looks like King is going to exit the game. Robo going to the pitching change. We're going to allow, let's see who's coming in. Looks like Thomas Bully's going to come in and warm up. He's definitely jogged out to the mound. Thomas Bully will warm up. While he warms up, we're going to step away. 5-1. Mustang on top. We're back here for top of the 4th, and I stand corrected because in steps Tatum Hayworth to try to stop the bleeding for Union. So the line for TJ King, 5 runs on 2 hits and 4 errors. So, Joey, his defense did not help King out at all.
Right now, that's the number of the game is 4. And the run that just scored, was a E5. That's how he got on. So, I mean, I feel sorry for TJ. Probably didn't have his best stuff, tried a little too hard, but he didn't get any help either.
Right. 2 errors. He walked, about 6, but struck out 4. So you take the walks away, take the errors away, well, we're up 1-0.
Yeah, that's baseball, Jim. That's high school baseball.
Yeah.
Like I've said, if your pitcher will throw strikes and you make the routine plays and you put the ball in play and don't strike out, you're going to have a chance to win every game you play.
So Hayworth steps in. Nice pitch.
It's a way to get on top. Got their 4-hole up, their dude, Jones. So he bunted last time. It'll be interesting to see if they do try a hit and run here or something with 1 out.
Struck out first time, bunt single second. And Hayworth delivers inside, 1-1. right back at us.
Woo.
1-2.
We got away with one there. Hey, that ball was up a little, but he's all over that.
He gets a
Anytime
hold
they
of
foul
that.
it straight back like that. Now we're 1-2. Tatum, same thing that TJ needs to put him away here. Pitcher's pitch. I want to see Brody shift outside. Let's work that outside corner.
Brody stays home. Throw over, not in time. If you're wondering measurements here, 390 to, I would say, left center, 370 to right center. That's what it's showing, give or take a few feet. Now the 1-2 delivery. Low ball 2. 2-2, nice block there by Briggs.
He called a
And
balk.
I guess he did call a balk.
Called a balk. He didn't pause. I was wondering. I didn't want to say that out loud. He didn't pause.
So Stokes will trot down to second. Coach Newkirk's going to come out to the foul line, or the foul line. What would he be saying? Just pay attention.
Clarification. This is a big park, Jim. 380 in the alleys, 340 down the lines. Bigger than your average high school baseball stadium.
And a beautiful facility. They've done a really, really nice job here. It's real dirt for those of you at home that are used to hearing us and seeing us. And runner goes and no play by Briggs. He couldn't come up with it cleanly.
No, it bounced the curveball. That's a good pitch. Kid probably ran on his own, recognized it was going to be a curveball. Good base running by Mustang there.
2-2.
So now we got to bring our infield in, Jim, with one out.
And here they come. Jones is on the grass. In comes Ortiz, high and inside. 3-2.
And I see the same mannerisms out of Tatum that I saw out of T. He's trying too hard. You got it. I mean, and it's easy to say standing up here in the booth,
Correct.
but you got to stay within yourself and not try to do too much. He's really overthrown. His front side's flying out, and that's why the ball's riding up on him. There's a
Fouled
good
off.
pitch.
Still 3-2. Now, are you going to give up an out for a run here? Are you coming
Well, no,
home?
that's why the infield's in. If they get the ball, they're coming home.
Coming home. Swung on, that's hit out. That'll fall for a base hit. Arthur came in on it hard and decided not to try to make the circus catch play. Probably did the right thing by keeping it in front of him.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play for him.
And Jones is on with a base hit to left field.
You know, and that's only their third hit of the game. I mean, it's not like they've been beating us up.
That's the frustrating part of it. Mm-hmm. As if you could see the scoreboard here, it's 4 errors for Union. And now their coach is to the bench. And they're going to bring in a Fenimore.
It's the one that came in for Cox earlier. He
that's
just
true.
staying in the game, I guess.
Fenimore is staying in. And I'm assuming he's still playing right field. I'll have
Yes.
to double check that.
Yes.
Fenimore steps in. He walked his first time up.
Yeah, but he got their first run, bases loaded walk.
High and inside. Boy, if we ever needed a double play, now is the time.
Absolutely.
Two and oh.
There you go.
Right down the middle, 2-1.
I'd stay right there. I'd make this kid, we got to come right at this kid and make him hit it.
We cannot give any bases away anymore.
No.
We're past that.
No.
We are not out of it.
No,
by
by no
any stretch of the
means.
imagination. There's a lot of baseball left.
But if we get past any more runs, more than 6, we're going to have some help probably. So we got to stop it right now.
And the way that Braden Jones has been pitching for Mustang. And again, you said it. It's not that TJ pitched poorly. He didn't have a lot of help behind him.
No, and he didn't help himself. I mean, the walks and the hit batters, but
right.
But
well,
yeah, it's a combination.
0-2.
It's a combination.
Two delivery on its way, fouled off.
Be interesting to see if Mustang starts the runner here.
2-2 on its way, 3-2.
Now I'd definitely be running here. Stay out of the double play. Maybe we can strike him out, throw him out.
They tested Briggs once, and that didn't bode well for Mustang.
Nope.
Hayward throws over. Ooh.
Nice.
Yep. Nice throw over. Nice tag there by Keller, but just not time.
It's a way to keep him close.
Full count delivery, 1 out. On its way, runner goes.
Strike out.
Strike him out and throw down to
And nobody's
first,
covering.
And nobody's covering. The throw to third, not in time. Boy, miscommunication there by McNeely. Briggs is emphatic. He's pointing at his head. He's telling his players, you need to get your head in the game, and he's absolutely right.
Yeah, we're not in sync, Jim. We're not in sync. We're not ourselves today. That's a good job by Tatum. Got the strikeout. It's a good throw by Briggs, and there was miscommunication between Jonesy and Jaden, who was covering. Usually with a right-hander up, the second baseman covers. So I don't know what's going on there, but we're just not in sync.
And Briggs immediately pointed to his head after that ball caromed into center field. Tempest tried to throw out the runner at third, but it was a great throw, but it just was not in time. And I like to see the youngster in Briggs telling his boys, you got to pay attention.
Well, that's the catcher. He's the quarterback back there. He's running the show. That's his job. But with 2 outs, if we can get the hitter, it's irrelevant. Tatum needs to bear down and get this kid. Good block there by Briggs.
1-1. Apologize for you guys at home. It's 1-1. Garrett Payne walked and then sacrificed to center for his first 2 times up. In the dirt, 2-1.
Tatum's getting a little fast. Needs to slow down, hit his bounce point. If we'll let him, this kid will get himself out if we'll give him a chance. That's going to be a foul ball.
Just down the right field line.
Strike 2.
You get this runner out here in Payne. Is it a win for us this inning?
Sure. Got to keep that runner off third from scoring. I mean, we said ideally we'd like to have gone out and had a shutout inning, but right now we can't afford to give up any more.
Jammed him. Nice job there by Jones to foul that, or excuse me, by Payne to foul that pitch away.
I've been impressed so far with Tatum coming in this situation.
Well, and for all these boys, not a bigger situation that have they had this season than what they're facing right now.
He went. Check him.
Asked for the appeal, and he said no.
Wow.
Much to the chagrin of my partner in crime.
That was a great block by Brody. I thought he went. I am a little biased, so I will admit.
Absolutely.
I'm a little homer.
Supposed to be. 3-2 delivery on its way.
Come on, Tatum. Let's go, dude.
Hayworth looks in. Inside, and he'll walk it. That we cannot have. So Payne draws the walk, and that brings up their catcher, Brody Rexroad, who walked and doubled.
Hit it.
On the, well.
Hit a 2-2 pitch on the screws right down the plate.
Yep, it landed about where the Arvis Bank sign is, but it should have been caught. Tempest and Arthur came together out there and kind of fell apart.
Well, I will, again, there's a lot of real estate. This is a big ballpark. There's a lot of real estate to cover out there, but I think Grayson would like to have it back, have a do-over on it.
And communication has kind of fallen apart defensively for Union. Gloves have not worked. Communication has not worked.
I would suspect that Mustang is going to start this runner at some point and make us make a decision whether we're going to try to throw him out or not.
Or we're going to hit a batsman. And Rexroad is going to get on by getting hit. And he'll get a courtesy runner that'll come in for him. Briggs out.
The one great thing about what Robo's got coming, he's got all these pitchers are young. They're all coming back. And they're going to learn from this, but they've got to learn to not overthrow.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Is that what Robo's saying right now?
I hope so, yeah. I hope he's saying, hey, dude, ground ball outs, it's just as good as a strikeout. You know, it's kind of like a hitter wants to hit a home run every time. You got to know your limitations. Pitchers, they want to strike everybody out when the goal is to get them out.
Couple of shout-outs real quick to the Cox family. Aaron Cox, class of 93. Taylor and Laurel Cox, class of 13 and 14, respectively, all graduates of the U. Deb Stallings up in Kansas City and her sister listening in Rochester, New York. And all the Union teachers, administrators, support staff who are currently watching. We appreciate it, you guys. And, hey, don't go anywhere. Baseball is not over. All of us that have watched this game and enjoyed this game, a 5-run lead is nothing. But Union needs to bear down right here. Bases are loaded, 2 outs.
One pitch. We need one pitch. We need somebody to step up and make a play and stop the bleeding.
Hilton popped out to third his first time up. Second time up, he was hit by a pitch, which you'll hear me say a lot, unfortunately, today. High and outside, ball 1. High ball 2, throw down to third.
Oh,
not in time.
Nice throw. Two-oh. There you go.
2-1.
There you go.
Tatum Hayworth for the years pitched 19 2/3 innings. He's played in 8 games as a pitcher. Has a record of, according to this, 3-0 with a 1.78 ERA, but probably not as big of a stage as he's ever pitched on than this.
No. There's another good
2-2.
pitch.
And working the outside of the plate again.
Yep. Live out there, Tatum. Live out there.
Deuce is on the board, 2-2 and 2 now. Ducks on the pond for Mustang. We've never needed an out so bad as we need right now. Delivery outside. 3 and 2. And
2 outs.
What
Now
are you throwing here?
The runners will be running, so big pitch right here. Can't be too try to be too fine here. You got to get the plate, make this kid hit the ball.
And hopefully your defense comes alive here.
Yep.
Doesn't give them any more. The delivery swung on, foul ball.
Good pitch. Well, you got to trust. And we've done it all year. I know we haven't done it early in this game, but we've done it all year. As a pitcher, you've got to trust. Hey, I'm going to throw the ball to the plate. If he puts it in play, my guys are going to back me up.
Three-two delivery again coming from Hayworth.
Attaboy Tatum. Tag plate. There you go. Attaboy Tatum. Nice.
Strike him out and we get out of the inning. 2 runs on 1 hit, unfortunately. And an error by Union. And we're headed to the bottom of the 4th. Union coming up right after this. We're back here on the Union Sports Network. Now, Union is the place for you. Union Public Schools is back with a renewed energy. The pandemic, I should say, took us all by surprise, but, we soldiered through. We persevered. Union safely conducted in-person school during the 2021 school year with minimal disruptions. Now, in a survey, 70% of the Union staff said that they intended to get the vaccine, and the FDA has recently approved vaccines for adolescents from 12 to 15. Union has proved that we can be in person and safe. So we're looking for you to come back. Visit unionps.org/enrollment and enroll in Union today. Bryce Ashlock steps in. Ashlock.
Ground out first time, got fisted.
Yeah, pop out. I thought it was a pop out.
Yeah,
First. Yep.
First base got fisted.
Swinging. 0-1.
1-1. Should be 1-1.
1-1,
The scoreboard's wrong. It's 1-1. Yeah. He took that first pitch.
Guess what? My scoreboard was wrong, too. I'm not the numbers guy in my family. I'm going to be honest with you. If Carolyn was here, she would be all over these numbers. Swung on deep down the left field line.
He hammered that.
That
Just unfortunately,
was foul.
he's a little fast.
That was foul. Boy, if that straightens that away, I'm not too sure a major league ballpark would have kept that in.
He hammered that.
Was hammered. Mm-hmm. 1-2 now.
Come on, Bryce. Attaboy. Good take.
2-2. And when you see a right-handed batter like that, is he ahead or behind?
He's ahead.
Ahead of it.
Big time.
The 2-2 delivery by Jones.
Nope.
Didn't go. Peel down to first. No way.
No, that wasn't even close. If he'd have called that, I'd have had to call timeout and go down there, Jim. I'd have had to leave the box.
Yeah, well, I would have just turned your mic off. We would have been fine. Let you leave the box. I completely understand. 3-2 delivery to Ashlock. Swinging, strike 3. Struck him out.
And I tell you what, you can see why Jones is their dude. He's not overpowering, but, boy, he pounds his own. And when he's got to have a pitch, he makes it.
So 1 away now. Brody Briggs steps in. He reached on an error his first time up. And through 4 innings, we've still got 3 players, that have not seen their second at bat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for Mustang, their number 9 hole is the only one that has not batted
yeah,
for
they're going to be going
time.
Next inning, they're going to be on their 4th time through. Of course, we do have a new pitcher, so.
Oh, 0-2.
Well, Brody's had 2 really good swings there. We need something good to happen. We need something. We need a big play.
Something positive to happen, and Jones has done really well. That's outside, 1 and 2.
If this was a football game, we need a big sack or big turnover, something to get our momentum going our way and get our team back engaged.
Well, and for Jones, that's around pitch number 50 is when we started the inning. You told me he had how many?
43.
43.
Yeah. There you go.
Second base, nice play by him. Throw over, not in time.
He pulled off.
He pulled off.
That was going to be a heck of a play.
Briggs is safe.
That's a base hit. That was a heck of a play by the second baseman. That's a great at bat by Brody. Great at bat.
That is a great at bat by Brody, and it's a really great play by their second baseman in Mantooth. But that's going to be.
That would if he wouldn't have pulled the guy off, that'd have been top 10 stuff.
Right.
That was really nice.
That was a nice play. Great stretch there by Hilton, but he couldn't get it. Rhett Rogers will step in and pinch run. So we're bottom 4, 1 out. Rogers is on first, and maybe this is the rally. I don't want to talk too quickly, but this may be the good stuff you were talking about. Swinging first pitch foul.
It's got to start somewhere. And we are in the lower part of our lineup, and they've been doing it for us all year. So
5 through 9 has been very, very successful for Coach Newkirk and his team. And it starts with Brody Briggs, and he legged it out. Swinging pop fly.
It's over his head. It's over his head. There we go.
Hit.
Stay put, Rhett. Stay put. One base at a time. Good job.
Over the head of Mantooth, and runners are at first and second now with Rogers and Keller.
Now with runner at second and less than 2 outs.
You sending him?
No, but you got an opportunity here to bunt. The third
Arthur's
baseman
got some wheels.
Yeah, absolutely. Third baseman can't cheat in too much because we'll steal behind him. So that opens up that third base line for us. Yep.
And there's the bunt. Outside.
He chased it,
but
though.
He did chase it.
Yep.
So it's 1 strike. Would have liked to see him pull that back.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I'm afraid everybody's still trying to force a little bit.
Yep. Still pressing a little bit. Like we need something big right here, Jim.
Arthur struck out his first time up. High and inside. 1-1. And we don't need 5 runs right here. We need 3 or 4 and then come out and have a shutdown inning, which we haven't done since the second.
Yep.
Bunt, fair ball, and now it's tipped foul. Spun back foul.
And that's one thing. That's youth again. That's 2 times he's attempted to bunt that are balls. I mean, it's kind of like when you have a green light. You don't have to swing. When you have the bunt called, you're only bunting strikes. You got to know your zone. You got to know the strike zone.
I think you've said it before. Play within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So the 1 and 2. Delivery, almost as good as a bunt.
Would have been, yeah.
Can't get the ball to stay in play as Arthur, but he's swinging away now. 1 and 2, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Go ahead, Joey.
It's a good foul tip. Stay alive. He's got to guard the plate. Anything close, he's got to try to get it in play.
1-2 delivery on its way. Jones fires in the dirt. 2 and 2.
And, you know, I said it earlier. We've only hit 2 ground balls, 3 ground balls. One's an error, one's a hit, and one they made a play on us. We got to force the issue a little bit here. We got to make them make plays. We haven't really put any pressure on them defensively.
Jones delivers high. 3 and 2.
Now it's really important that he knows the strike zone. Can't be chasing ball 4 here.
3-2's on its way.
That's got a chance. That's got a chance.
Over to first, in time. Runner comes home. He's safe. Oh, baby. Rogers on his high horse, and he came around to score.
Great base running. And good job by Jeff Brown there at third. He had the windmill going.
He had it going for sure, and he knew to send Rogers home. And it's one of those things that at this point, you're sending everybody.
You got to force the issue a little. Yeah, we got to. we've got to make things happen. And, Gage got the ball in play and at least got us a run.
Ryan Jones steps, grounded out to second his first time up. And with Jones at bat, this will be only the second time through as he looks at high, ball one.
Now.
And we're going to call that a sacrifice for Gage, correct?
No, he was swinging on that.
He did.
That's his fielder's choice.
That is a fielder's choice.
If Jonesy can get a hit here and we can score the run and cut the lead in half, we're really right back where we were.
Jones swinging, 1-1, fouled off.
It's a huge at bat right now, and we have our senior up. So.
And you want to see him be in the moment.
And he's had some big hits for us, so I like the situation for him.
The runner at second is Keller. Delivery fouled off, 1-2.
That was the pitch right there. We had a good cut at it, too.
And Jonesy, the lone starting senior on this team. Known this kid since he's played T-ball with my son and a plethora of other seniors that are getting ready to graduate on the 27th. Delivery swung on it, struck him out. Boy, and Jonesy wants that pitch back for sure.
Yeah, that was a good breaking ball by the pitcher. And he's, I said it, he's done it time and time. When he needs a pitch, he's been able to come up with it.
Heading to the top of 5. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. You're watching Union Baseball right here on the Union Sports Network. Welcome back to Union Baseball here on the Union Sports Network. Hey, Union is looking forward to opening the newly renovated Union Tuttle Stadium. Joey, I know you're happy about this. And they're going to open in time for the football season in the fall. The new home site will be open August 2021 with the remainder of the $34 million complex to be completed in 2022. The stadium will seat nearly 10,000 spectators and will include a 5,800 square foot press box, which I'm going to kind of like. It'll also feature multiple concession areas, more than 20,000 square foot of an indoor training facilities, and a new band building for the Renegade Regiment. So stay tuned for the unveiling of this magnificent and beautiful new stadium. You going to come back? You and Lisa going to come back?
Oh, you know we are. Absolutely. Can't wait to see the finished product. It's been exciting watching them build it, watching it, right in front of our eyes.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing to watch it. Now, I'll tell you what's neat. As Cam Sambrano steps in, what's neat is a couple of our kids in our Career Connect program actually go over every morning and work on that facility with Crossland.
Yeah,
so we have students learning, and they're building part of what's going to be around for a long, long time.
And it's going to be a great memory for those kids.
Absolutely.
Be able to tell their kids and their grandkids, I helped build this.
I helped build that.
What a great program that is.
It's amazing that I'm part of such a magnificent thing. A lot of hats off to the Blue Valley folks up just outside of Kansas City for helping us get that going. 1-1.
Well, I know you've said it. I'm going to re-say it. We've got to have a shutdown inning. We've got to have a quick inning here, get a feel of some momentum going our way. Tatum's got to pound the zone, and we got to back him up on defense.
Fouled off. I believe it's 1-2.
It's 1-2.
Even though the scoreboard here is not up to date. Look at me. Scoreboard up to date, at home is up to date, Joey.
Yes.
Look at that.
1-2.
1-2, but a shutdown inning, and I'm surprised some of us haven't gotten the Captain Obvious text. I know my followers are quick to point out that I'm Captain Obvious sometimes, but put up 2 goose eggs in the first and second inning, and then 4 in the third and 2 in the fourth for Mustang. We answered back with 1 in each of those bottoms of those innings. And it's back to 3-2.
Yeah, just
as I brag on myself and I get behind on the
trying to do too much here. Got to throw the ball over the plate, make this kid hit the ball. There you go.
Chopper to Ortiz. Ortiz over with the cannon, and a nice job there.
There you go. Trust your
And there's one
defense.
away. Well, and I'm going to say this. With a ground out to third, and you start the inning like that, does that settle everybody back down? Like, it's almost like swinging the golf club. I got the yips. What am I doing? Well, now that you hit the ball correctly, that kind of bleeds, and it should bleed into everybody else.
Yeah, well, and more importantly, it keeps the leadoff guy off base, which is which is what makes them go. And yeah, confidence-wise, Avery, he's struggled on a couple. That's got to be a big out for him.
Boy, and that throw over was, and you've said it, that's a rope.
He's got a laser. It's unreal. I love watching him throw the baseball.
Man 2 steps in. He fouls back behind us. Struck out his first time out. Reached on an error to the aforementioned Avery Ortiz the last time up.
Yep.
I'm sorry, he popped up first time, struck out second time, and then reached on the error. So this is his 4th time at bat. Oh, 1 delivery.
Here we go.
Grounder. Ortiz gobbles it up, stays with it. Throw over. Not in time. Not in time
That
there.
Ball ate him up. Got him on the short hop and just ate him up.
So we'll see if they charge him with an error, and they do.
Yep.
Quickly. So reached on an error. And just when I say I thought the yips were over, Tabor Stokes steps in. Popped out to right field walk and sacrificed his 3 times up. Still in a good position to get a double play. Something that we haven't seen out of this team today. As there's 5 errors on the board. First pitch strike.
Attaboy.
Your favorite part of the plate.
Mm-hmm.
As you've said multiple times during this broadcast.
Wear it out.
Swung on, pop, foul. 0-2. Now let's see what kind of mannerisms Hayworth has. This is where TJ would get himself in trouble. Gets ahead, starts overthrowing, thinking he's got to throw the perfect pitch. He doesn't.
Nice.
Outside, didn't get the call, 1-2.
He didn't get the call, but I love the pitch. That's a great spot.
Because he's been calling that strike, you're hoping
Been calling
maybe
it,
he
and with 0-2, you're hoping the guy will chase it, knowing that the umpire's been calling that pitch. That's good pitching. I go right back to it.
1-2.
And
Struck him
froze
out.
him.
Froze him there. And a strikeout by Hayworth on Tabor Stokes. And there's 2 away.
Attaboy, Tatum. That was nice. Now we got to bear down with 2 outs. Now I can definitely see them putting the runner in motion here, especially with a left-hander up. Try to get him in scoring position. Test Brody's arm.
Center fielder Caden Parker steps in. Runner goes. And Briggs can't get it out of his glove in time. So you'll take the force out at second with the runner stealing second base. We're still in good shape, though.
Yep. Now, this guy has a single to right center. He's a dead pull hitter. We need to stay away from him.
Oh, 0-1 delivery on its way. Inside, 1-1. Appreciate Linda Blythe letting me know that the Cardinals are on top of the Brewers 1-0 in the 7th inning. Thanks, Linda.
They're playing well.
They are playing well. Goldie's starting to come alive. Some others. Inside, 2-1. I'm happy with the way my Cardinals are playing, but I think I've said it before. I've said it to you before. I've said it to my buddies. I don't get too excited about baseball until the end of July, beginning of August. Let's see where we're at then.
My Yankees have woken up, started
They
playing
have.
well.
They have.
So I'm happy about that.
Chopper. McNeely gobbles it up.
And we got
Runner
it.
goes, and we got a little bit of a
Give it up.
action. Throws home.
There you go.
Tags him out.
Now, what's going to go unnoticed here?
And the argument there by the third base the third base coach, what's he arguing exactly, Joey?
That he's out of the baseline. He jumped out of that he missed the tag, basically. Now, I didn't see the call, if he called him out because he tried to avoid the tag or if he called him out because we tagged him. He's out. Doesn't matter. But what I was going to say, Jim, what gets lost on that, Jaden did a great job of diving and keeping that ball in the infield. He wasn't going to be able to throw the kid out, but he was going to save a run. And what he did by doing that, the kid on third was too aggressive. He alertly threw it to third, and then we got an easy out on a poor base running error by Mustang. And we got our shutdown inning.
And we got our shutdown inning that we asked for. It was a little more awkward than I wanted it
to
be, for sure, and a little unorthodox. But our Union is coming up to bat right after this. Union has you covered, so the excitement is building as we look forward to the 21-22 school year. Despite many changes, Union proved that safe in-person school is possible. If you kept your child home due to COVID concerns, we encourage you to come back. We truly have something for everyone, including early childhood programs for 3-year-olds, full-day pre-K and kindergarten programs, safe in-person learning, Union virtual for K through 12, Edge, and earn a degree and graduate early, all kinds of extracurricular activities. So if you want more information, you need to visit unionps.org/enrollment. And next year, I know you're going to be in Texas, and let me say this on the air right now. I cannot wish you and Lisa and Wade all the best as you start your second career in the big town of Frisco.
I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
It's exciting for you guys. And
it is. It's bittersweet leaving, but it is exciting.
McNeely fouls the pitch off, and it's 0-2.
0-2. And we said this off air, Jim. We're top of our lineup here. We need to score a couple runs here. We need to make something happen right here if we got any chance of winning this game.
Inside, 1-2.
And it all starts with Jaden.
Well, and we got to get speed on, and we got to get speed out there to put these guys on their heels.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we haven't been able to show it off tonight at all. McNeely to first, gobbled up there by Hilton, and there's one away.
Nice play by the first baseman.
Just could not get anything. And I don't want to take away from what he was doing, but I almost would rather see him bunt there and just get on base.
Well,
here's the speed, because there's no way he's going to beat that out.
No, but that was a hard hit ball, just
right at him.
Right at him.
Inside fouled off, and I believe that got the fingers.
And
Go ahead.
We tried to bunt there, and part of the problem with our bunt game has got us where we are, and we have not done a good job today of bunting strikes. That ball's out of the zone, and Grayson's got to pull the bat back.
Because it should be 2-0.
2-0 instead of 1-1, exactly.
Inside
there we go. Wear it. That a boy.
Tempest will get hit by a pitch, and he's on base. And we'll take base runners any way we can get them right
Absolutely. Now. And to your point on Jaden, I understand what you're saying about the bunt, but I would counter with he is our leading hitter. He's hitting 377, so I don't have any problem with him swinging the bat.
Right, because if that ball's hit to the left side, there's a really good chance that he beats it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I believe, if I'm not sadly mistaken, he's forced something like 12 or 13 errors this year.
Yes.
And it has to do with his speed.
Yes.
As Ortiz steps in, outside.
Avery has one of our one of our 4 hits and an RBI today. We really need his bat right here. He needs to be patient. Get a ball he can drive in the gap. Looks like we're going to get a visit from Mustang. Jim, while we have a break, I am going to give my own personal shout out.
Please.
If you read the Tulsa World yesterday, you saw the nice article on early college high school and Mrs. Lisa Witcher. Well done. Great article. She's done a great job with that program. I'll give her a shout out. I don't do that very often.
Well, you two banter back and forth on your phones during these broadcasts more than any couple I think I've ever been around. And that includes Casey and Kylie when I'm doing basketball. But to your point, amazing woman. I am in the position that I am because of her and Dr. Robinson, and that does not go unnoticed, for sure.
Yeah.
And so you've got one amazing woman there, and what she has done for this district and all her students is
all right, that's enough.
It's amazing.
That's enough.
Okay, we done?
We've overdone it.
All right, sorry. Back to baseball.
My phone will be blowing up here in a minute.
If yours isn't going to blow up, mine's going to blow up here in just a minute.
All right, here we are, 1-0. Come on, Avery.
1-0. Ortiz at the plate. Tempest at first after reaching by getting hit by a pitch. Outside part of the plate draws the strike, 1-1.
And I will commend you. Their scoreboard here, you've done a much better job than the live scoreboard here at the stadium.
I appreciate it.
They're all over the place.
They are. Outside, 2-1. My buddies at home are laughing right now. They're like, he's doing better than the guys. Yeah, it's true.
We won't talk about the PA. We'll leave that alone, won't we?
We will not talk about the public address. Not at all. Not at all. 2-2 now. Nice pitching. Again, Davenport's calling that pitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I'd like to see Ortiz maybe reach out and hit it the other way.
Yeah, well, no, not until now. With 2 strikes, you have to. Those are 2 good takes. Because you get a pitch like that, you can hit hard.
Out there.
Double play.
Yeah,
it was a line drive.
Yeah, it was a line drive to the shortstop, to Stokes, over to Hilton, and the double play will wrap it up. We'll take a timeout. Top of the 6th coming up, and Mustang. Welcome back to Union Baseball. So if you, the company you work for, or someone you know, would like to give back to Union High School, Career Connect might be the answer. The Career Connect program at Union High School connects juniors and seniors to professionals within the career fields that these students wish to pursue once they leave high school. This is done through internships and job shadowing opportunities. So for more information, call the College and Career Center at 918-357-6305. That's the Career Connect program at Union High School. Just another way Union prepares its students for their future and to meet our goal of graduating 100% of our students college and career ready. Well, top of 6. I don't want to say that we're running out of time, but we're running out of time.
Well, you know how I like to play outs versus runs. We're getting to that. I mean, we've got 6 outs left and we're down 4 runs. So we can't really afford at this point to give up any more.
And Hayworth back out here for another inning. You like it?
Yeah. I've been really impressed with Tatum.
That's going to be down the line.
It's foul.
Giving chase. Oh, and it just came out of Arthur's glove as I'm trying to correct our board here.
Wow. I didn't think he had a chance to get there.
I didn't think he had a chance at all at it.
But, like I said off air, Jim, that last out of our last inning, that play right there, just that's what our day's been. Near misses.
Pop fly. It was kind of a chip shot, if you will, to the shortstop Stokes that never hit the turf. Runner was off with the strike of the ball, and it was an easy double play for them. Swung on and quickly 0-2.
But when we got their best hitter up, you got a chance to get him out on a foul ball. You got to make that play. Right. Put a lot of pressure on Tatum now here with 0-2 though.
Well, and you said it though. Foul ground in this ballpark is huge. Arthur had a long way to run, and that's ripped down the line foul.
Don't like that 0-2 pitch.
Not at all. Not at all. But again, Arthur had a long way to run.
Had a long way to go.
And I think, did he get his glove on it?
He got his glove. I gave up on it. I didn't think he had a chance. He got there because he can run, but you got to make that play.
0-2 delivery, high, 1-2. If you're just joining us, it's been just an error-filled afternoon for Union as they've committed 5. Mustang has 6 runs on only 4 hits and a plethora of walks given up by the starter and King. But we're not going to take anything away from him. 1-2.
2-2.
It is 2-2.
2-2.
My apologies.
There we go. Attaboy Tatum. Good pitch.
Struck him out there.
That's a good pitch right there. Good job.
And Hayworth gets their pitcher and Braden Jones to strike out for the first out.
And this kid batting here didn't start the game, came on to pinch hit, and has been giving us fits.
Well, he has. He walked, but then he did strike out last time up.
I'm curious, the kid he replaced is their number 2, Cox.
Chance Cox.
And I wonder if Chance is hurt or if they pulled him out for pitching purposes. Or
it's tough to say. We don't have runners that can go get us information like at the college levels or even definitely at the professional level.
Or when we're at home.
That's true. So 2-0.
Attaboy Tatum. Here we go.
There's the strike. 2-1 now.
Come right at him, 1-4. Let's go, buddy.
Two-one delivery. Low, 2-2, or excuse me, 3-1.
3-1.
Grounder.
Here we
Ortiz
go.
grabs
Step
it.
and throw. Attaboy.
Throw over to first. In time, 2 away.
That's what I like to see. That's the Avery Ortiz we're used to. Nice play, 7.
Took the words right out of my mouth, for sure. And again, we hope that is something that calms the nerves of the entire team as Garrett Payne steps in. Their third baseman walked, sacrificed the center and walked, and his 3 times up.
Yep.
And I said it before, as I look at my scorecard, all I see is either HBP, hit by pitch, or walks.
Yep. Too many of them for sure.
But Hayward seems to have settled in.
It's looking good right now.
So he came out last inning and shut him down. And we're 1 out away from shutting him down again. High, 1-1. So get out of this inning. Rally the troops in the dugout. What is your message to the kids in the dugout? Because they're baseball left.
That every at bat counts, every out counts. We got to be smart. We can't be running into double plays like we did last inning. We got to get on base, obviously, so we have to be disciplined at the plate. And the goal is to cut the lead in half. If we can get it to 6-4, anything can happen. But you got to play it 1 run at a time. You want to be aggressive, but not too aggressive.
That's ripped down the left field line, foul. And the count goes to 2-2. Well, and as I look here, I'm pretty happy because we'll have our cleanup hitter in Patterson and then Ashlock at Briggs coming up in the 6th.
Yeah, we got 4, 5, 6. And our lower half of our lineup has been there for us all year. So, we still in this thing.
2-2 delivery in the dirt.
He has struggled with his breaking ball. That's for sure. He has not been sharp with that, but 3-2.
And at this point, Coach, would you even ask him to throw it?
Nope. Throw strikes. This kid hadn't hit yet. Make him hit the ball. 2 walks and a sac fly.
3-2 ripped. Yeah. Maybe,
right on key.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have said anything.
But I like that better than a walk.
Correct.
I like it better than a walk.
Base hit by Payne to left field will bring up their catcher, who's walked, doubled, and hit by a pitch.
2 out singles are fine.
You're okay with that?
Yeah. 2 out singles aren't going to beat you. Now, you got to concentrate and get this kid right here.
Brody Rexroad steps in. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was saying, hopefully they give Brody another shot. Last time he bobbled the ball, I hope they give him another shot, showcase his arm.
See if Payne will go. Briggs has already thrown out one player at third earlier in this game. Runner fakes, pitch swinging strike. Strike one. Delivery, runner doesn't go. Popped up, way back. Tempest calls for it, and he'll make the grab. Boy, and that looks similar to the ball that he hit earlier, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yep.
But Tempest called off Arthur. One hit. Mustang leaves a runner strand. Bottom of the 6th coming up. You're watching Union Baseball right here on the Union Sports Network. Welcome back to Union Baseball here on the Union Sports Network. Alongside Joey Witcher, I'm Jim Douthit. So as I look out at the scoreboard, Mustangs 6 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. But the big thing for Union, 2 runs on 4 hits and 5 errors.
It just sticks out, doesn't it?
It does.
It's like a scarlet letter out there, that 5.
Well, and I don't remember a game that you and I have done this year where they've committed this many errors.
No.
At all.
Even the games that I've been to, Jim, that we haven't worked, I haven't seen them. I mean, one thing they have been all year is solid in the field, all year.
Absolutely. And solid at the plate too, as Parker Patterson steps in. Now Parker struck out twice, both times swinging, and I'd sure like to see him do something, anything to get on. So you're gonna let him bunt? What are you doing here, Coach? I mean,
no, just he's got to swing at good pitches. He's got himself out twice. Just need him to be a little more patient. Like that.
Chopper.
Like that.
And that'll go for a base hit. And Patterson is on with a base hit. That was a chopper over Payne's head, their third baseman.
And, what I was going to say, we mentioned the 5 errors. As poorly as we've played, Jim, If we can scratch out a couple runs here and make it 6-4, we're still in it.
Right.
We still got a chance here. But we got to have quality at bats right now and no base running mistakes.
Patterson at first. Ashlock looks at a first pitch ball. And Bryce has been money for the most part all year.
Yep.
Outside.
2-0.
I like it.
I love it. Now I want him to be smart here and know his zone. Something inner half he can turn on and hammer. Don't go chasing a pitch that you can't hit square up hard.
Especially on a 2-0 count. Outside, nice eyes, 3-0.
Taking all the way.
Okay, that's what I was
Not
just
even
gonna
close.
ask. Okay.
Down 4 runs, you're taking all the way.
Patterson at first on a base hit that jumped over, and he's taken all the way, and it's ball 4.
And see, now we have the potential now for a big inning. And this is exactly what we needed. And the Mustang coach over there is thinking this is exactly what we did not need. And we got Brody up, who's had 2 quality at-bats so far.
Right. Reached on an error and then had a base hit to second on a great play by Mantooth. He just couldn't, he threw it over, and I believe Braden Ross is going to pinch run for Union. He's number 17 coming in first base. What I was going to say, though, was Mantooth made a great play on it, but I think is that the play that pulled the
first baseman off, yeah.
Pulled Hilton off, which was a great stretch by Hilton, but he couldn't keep his foot on the bag.
Yeah.
Brody Briggs steps in. Ross is the runner at first. Parker Patterson at second.
A lot of things you can do right here. Even though you're down 4, you could take a strike and then bunt. Take a strike, swing away. There's a lot of things we can do right here to get us back in the game.
Well, right now, Jones has thrown 5. Oh, okay. I was going to say 4 out of his last 5 pitches, or 5 out of his last 6 pitches, I should say.
Yeah.
Were balls. So
yeah.
I was going to make him take all the way, and he did. So it's 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2.
Now at 1-2, Brody's got to shorten up, battle off good pitches, and wait for a mistake and hammer it.
One and 2 delivery on its way. Swung on, popped up.
It's infield fly.
Automatic out.
Automatic out.
1 away. Boy, and I really think Briggs wants that back.
Yeah, that's not a quality at bat. That's not right now at this point of the game. And strikeout with infield fly is the same thing. It's an automatic out. Puts no pressure on their defense at all.
Canyon Keller, go ahead.
He dumped one over the second baseman's head last time. Be nice to see him do that again.
And depending upon how deep that ball gets hit or how it's played, I imagine you're going to see the windmill for sure. He's first pitch swinging foul.
Yeah, because Parker can run. Yeah, we got speed on the bases, no doubt.
So Parker at first, Parker at second. Parker Patterson at second, Braden Ross at first. Into pitch run for Bryce Ashlock. 0-2. I'm not too sure if.
That's a nice pitch. That's a good take. I mean, there's nothing he can do with that, hitting a double play. That's just a good curveball for a high school kid.
Jones with the 0-2 delivery. Popped to center field. This may be out number 2. It is. Their outfielder and Parker with the play, and there's 2 away.
And that right there is why I thought Sean might bunt with nobody out, get runners at second and third, because a fly ball will score a run. Now you got to have a base hit.
Gage Arthur steps in.
He's due. He's had a strikeout and
Fielder's choice.
hit into a fielder's choice last time between first and second.
2 outs. Strike one. And Jones looks like he's found the strike zone again.
Mm-hmm.
Settled back in.
Yep, I thought we had him there when we had 2 on, nobody out. He's looked like, of course, he's a senior. That's why he's their dude.
Absolutely. Jones pitched to Jim so far. Scattered 5 hits.
Ooh.
Swinging.
Oh,
strike.
Jimmy, that was the one.
Again, that was it. No, I agree.
He fouled that one straight back. That was the one. Oh, come on, Gage. You got a battle done. 0-2 now. He's going to throw you some curveballs, slop away.
5 through 9 has battled for this team all year, and we'll see what Arthur can do with the 0-2 delivery. Swinging foul.
Good job. That's way to battle.
Boy, and I'm glad that was foul, because if not, that's an easy out for Payne. Mm-hmm. Perhaps it steps on third. They're out of the inning.
Got a big hole over there on the left side. If he could just pull one right at the shortstop hole, it'd go to left field.
Jones with the 0-2 delivery on its way.
There you go.
Right up the middle.
There you go.
That's a base hit.
There you go.
1 run will score.
Atta-boy, Gage. Atta-baby.
And it's 6-3.
And now we got Jonesy up, our senior. He needs to do the same exact thing.
Boy, you talk about a kid that's due right here.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Jones grounded out to second, struck out his first 2 times up. 2 outs.
Biggest at-bat of the game right here, Jim. No doubt about it.
And possibly the biggest at-bat of Ryan Jones's career. Right here. And Jones, the pitcher for Mustang, will step off. Beautiful day. Thanks for joining us here on the Union Sports Network. A little mini rally going, and boy, that's popped up. Foul.
Well, that's a great idea. He needs to be going to the third base side with it, not first, but that was.
So we doing it again at 0-1?
No, that's a surprise deal. Now you got to swing away. But again, he's got a big hole on the left side there too. Third baseman playing up.
Outside 0-2. Got the strike on the corner.
Okay, we're in the same situation we were with Gage. Come on, Jonesy. You got a battle for us right here, son.
Senior looking for a big moment here in this quarterfinal game.
That a boy.
Slapped foul.
Can't do anything with that pitch but foul it off. That's a great job right there. Foul it off and wait for the next one. Hopefully he makes a mistake.
Runners at first and second, 0-2, 2 out. And the delivery. Struck him out.
Good pitch.
Great pitch high. Union will land strand 2, but they get 1 run across. It's 6-3, top of the 7th, coming up right after this. Welcome back to Union Baseball on the Union Sports Network. He's Joey Witcher. I'm Jim Douthit. Big shout out to Emily Barkley. You were talking about great articles. Emily Barkley had a very, very nice article in Sunday's paper as well. talking about her and Sutton and her husband and everything that she totes Sutton around to everything. And
I tell Lisa all the time I feel sorry for her husband. 'Cause that's Sutton. Holy cow. He's got his hands full. She is so cute.
Yep. And playing soccer, just like her mother. Probably play a little basketball down the road as well. High and outside is the first delivery by Hayworth.
That was a great article.
That was a great article. We've gotten some beautiful press here lately, and we can't thank the Tulsa World enough for, Union continues to do some very, very good things. Very, very good things. And next year when we get all our kiddos back, it'll be important, as I forgot to correct the scoreboard. Kids. Yeah. We're top 7, just so you know.
Top of 7, 1-1.
1-1. Here we go.
2-1.
2-1.
Come on, Tatum. Let's go, buddy.
Come on, Dalford.
We're lower part of the lineup, right? 8-9-1.
8-9-1.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Graham Hilton up right
there. You go. Ooh.
Just missed there. Graham Hilton popped out to third, walked, and struck out his 3 times up.
That looked like a good pitch.
He's
there.
Looking at 3-1 now. High ball 4.
Oh.
And another W in the walk rears its ugly head. There is not 2 outs, folks. My apologies. There is nobody out. As much as I want, maybe I was trying to will it.
Yeah.
2 outs. That's what I was doing. Cam Zambrano steps in. He was hit by a pitch, struck out, and grounded out to third.
Looks like they're going to have a runner.
They'll have a pinch runner come in. And number 16, and I'll pull up. Number 16 entering the game is Tristan Russell. So Russell steps in.
Bunt situation here, I would think, from Mustang.
Russell's on at first. Cam Sobrano at the plate.
As a coach, you always want to have more runs than the opponent has outs. Right now, they got a 3-run lead. We got 3 outs left, so this is a big run for them mentally from a coach's standpoint.
I like how that's an interesting take. I'd never heard it like that, and I like it. Ball gets by, but that'll advance the runner. I would argue, well,
we just do the job for him.
Briggs is asking, did he possibly hit it? And he did not. Didn't touch it. So now is the bunt on for Mustang?
It should be. Why not? Get him to third.
We got to be able to handle the pitch by Hayward. Tatum delivers.
There's
the bunt. High throw there, pulled him off the play, and that's really not Keller's ball to play, is
not
it?
at all. No. Tatum should have fielded that. He could square up and make a better throw. Just so uncharacteristic of us, Jim. I mean, I can't say it enough.
And that brings up the top of the order.
And now we got nobody out. Runners at first and third.
And in steps Kyle Mantooth. Their leadoff hitters. Popped out to left, struck out, reached on an error, and then hit to third, reached on an error there.
Robo's coming out. I don't know if we're talking strategy here, if he's going to make a change.
And the ball
looks like he's making a change.
Robo, and he's going to make a pitching change. And I believe he's bringing in Ortiz in.
Looks like he's going to bring in Avery, yep.
Avery's going to pitch, so we'll see who comes out to third. We'll have those changes for you when we come back right here on the Union Sports Network. So we're back live here on the Union Sports Network. A little pitching change. Avery Ortiz is going to step up and pitch. Kenyon Keller will move to third, and defensively Tatum Hayworth will stay in the game and play first. We've seen Avery come in a couple of times in relief. As I look at the numbers for his pitching, he's pitched 12 and a third innings with a 2.83 ERA.
Yeah, all relief.
Yes, on all relief. And Mustang will start back with the top of the order, runners at first and third. We'll see what Ortiz can do here. Outside, 1-0.
Interesting, we got our middle infield back.
Double play, give up the run? Surely not.
We can't really afford to give up the run,
That's what
Jim.
I'm asking, I know.
So, I don't know if it's, I mean, if they steal second, maybe we're going to try to throw him out at second on a steal.
When I would think Mustang is running here, depending upon how well he runs at first.
Yeah.
Put the pressure on. There's the bunt. Down, run will score. Over to first, not in time. And boy, he double clutched that to throw over to first because I don't think Jonesy was over there in time.
Nope, he was in double play depth. He had a long ways to go. It's just, you got to tip your hat to Mustang. They've executed today, and we have not.
They have played well. And I think, as you said at the top of the broadcast, this team in Mustang has got quite a few players that have been around a while. They got some veteran kids.
Yeah, they're seniors and juniors, and they're playing like it today.
So 7-3 now. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Another bunt, foul.
Good job, Brody. Let it go foul.
Briggs let that one curl back foul. For a minute, I thought he was going to make a highlight reel play and dive and catch it.
So this situation, first and second, nobody out. Kenyon has to cover third base. He can't be charging. So Avery, as the pitcher, and he should know this, has to cover the third base line. He's got to be an athlete off that mound and cover the third base line on a bunt.
A 1 delivery on its way to Tabor Stokes. Bunt, lays it down. Over to first, in time. Didn't even give a look over to third. And are you okay with that? I mean,
it's, in a normal, 99% of the time I take the out. In this situation, I'm not so sure you not try to go to third. But, I'm not going to fault the kid for taking the out.
Right.
But in this situation, I mean, we have to take some chances. We got our infield up now. This is big. I mean, we got to get this kid out, get the 2 outs, and not give up any more runs.
Anything out of the infield is probably going to score at least, we know 1, and probably 2.
Well,
depending upon how far out of the infield it is.
Kid's a dead pull hitter now. Avery doesn't have a whole lot of innings. He's more of a position player, but he really needs to work the ball away if he can. Right there.
Pop foul.
That's a good pitch. And the way Mustang plays, I would not take away the fact they might suicide bunt here, squeeze. And that's just the way they play. Doesn't matter who's up or the situation. Good pitch.
1-2. He's not showing bunt, if that's
no.
Definitely the case. Caden Parker has played very, very well offensively for Mustang today. So I would be surprised looking at the score sheet if they would take the bat out of his hands, if you will, as he swings away.
Well,
fouled off. Go ahead.
I would agree with you normally, but, you know, Jonesy, number 5, their pitchers, their dude, and they bunted him earlier in the game in a, you know.
In a position that you wouldn't think he'd
No,
be bunting, yes.
you wouldn't think he'd take the bat out of his hand. So that's just Coach Patterson over there. That's his philosophy. That's their mantra, what they do. So I think 1 through 9, nobody's immune to bunting.
Had a really nice conversation with his dad and assistant athletic director Steve Dunlap before the game. As that sliced foul, Arthur will give chase, but he won't get there in time. Real nice conversation with Coach Patterson's dad, and I guess he is a legend down in these parts as well.
Oh, absolutely. Duncan, Owasso, now he's retired, living the good life.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Mm-hmm. I visited with him a little bit before the game too. He looks like he's retired. He looks really good.
He does. 1-2 delivery. Inside 2-2.
A little quick on that one, Avery. Settle down, hit your spots, bud. Trust your spots.
Infield in. Inside 3-2. Now, is it changing your strategy at all at the plate? No.
No.
And infield's going to stay in because you're trying to prevent the run.
Absolutely. It's not a killer if we walk him because first base is open, sets up a force everywhere. But, you know, you really would like to get him out, obviously.
3-2 inside does walk him. And another walk given up. And that's going to bring in their pitcher in Braden Jones. I believe, yes.
Yep.
Bases loaded, 1 away. Ortiz delivers inside. Ball squibbles off of Brody's glove, but not far enough to do any damage. And it's funny to see, even behind the plate, it's been uncharacteristic at times with Briggs as things have kind of jumped out of his glove.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristically, even though he did gun that kid down at third.
Yeah.
Great defensive play.
Hasn't been as smooth, like all of them. I mean, they all have just been too quick, just
like they're one step ahead of, in a bad way.
Well, it's nerves. I mean, you can call it what you want. It's nerves. And they'll learn from it. You know, win or lose, this is going to be a great experience for these kids.
Well, in the next couple of years, as you've said, if I'm fortunate enough to do this, I know Casey Jordan, our color guy for basketball, who's from Vian, we talked about him earlier. He is itching to call some games next year, so it'll be fun to have Casey here in the mic, and he can bring his flavor of Southern Oklahoma baseball, just like you've done. You Sallisaw guy, you.
It's fun.
It is a good time.
No doubt about it.
2-2 now, 1 out. Bases are loaded. Ground ball. Jonesy gobbles it up there. Run's going to score. Throw to first in time. Run will score. 8-3 now.
Great effort there by Ryan. Keep the ball in play, get the out. Even if he comes up cleanly, I'm not sure he can throw the guy at home. That ball was hit. They ate him up. He did a good job just to knock it down.
Right, and it kept it in front of him, and he knew not to overreact and just go to first and get the sure out.
Yep.
So in steps Fenimore. Walked, struck out, and grounded out to third. His 3 times up. He came in relief for Chance Cox. And it's now 8-3. High, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Well, we need one more out in a big kind of way.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Runners at second and third for Mustang. 2-1 delivery with 2 outs coming from Ortiz.
Two strikes there, 2-2. Canyon needs to back up.
Well, and I'm wondering, after Briggs caught that, he glanced down at third and pointed at his head again like, pay attention.
Yeah.
He really wants to throw down to third, and Keller's not used to getting it there.
There
Struck
you
him
go.
out.
There you go.
Struck him out. So, partner, we head to the bottom of the 7th. Let's take a quick timeout, get something to drink. It's 8-3, last chance for Union coming up right after this. Welcome back to Union Baseball here on the Union Sports Network. 3 more outs, Joey. Bottom 7. But I like our chances here, especially with 1, 2, 3 coming up.
We got 1, 2, 3 coming up.
Speed.
As long as as long as you just make sure you don't make the last out. But in all honesty, we're going to have a little help. They tried to give us some last inning. We get the first 2 guys on. We're going to have the same thing. And
Absolutely.
Have to absolutely have quality at bats. Cannot pop it up. Cannot strike out. Got to put the ball in play and make them get us out.
Well, and I would like to see McNeely lay down a bunt here.
Sure. I mean, anything.
Anything to get him on.
Get us going.
I want to see this kid run. I want to see him get the first, steal second, steal third like he has done before. So here we go.
He hadn't called that pitch all day.
Right. Inside strike 1.
Called that pitch all day.
The line for Mustang, 8-6-1. The line for Union, 3 runs on 6 hits and 6 errors now for the youngsters from Union. Popped up.
That's
left side. A plethora of players calling for it, and there's one away. Sembrano. And Grayson Tempest steps in. Tempest, go ahead.
He got hit by a pitch last time, I think, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Struck out swinging, ground out to short, and hit by a pitch, and that almost hits him again. And what have you seen out of this Jones kid that you really, really like for Mustang?
Well, the first thing I said, Grayson must have stolen his girlfriend or something. He doesn't really like him. What I've seen is why he's their dude.
Right.
When they got to have it, he makes the pitch. I mean, he's,
That's T.J. King a year from now.
Yes.
That's Canyon Keller a year from now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
High, 3-0. I like it. .30 delivery, 1 out. Off the pop out to McNeely, popped out. Coach is out telling his catcher in Rexroad to stay put. This is just going to be a conversation between him and his pitcher. And you're smiling because I know what you're going to say, but go ahead.
This is an old-fashioned butt chewing.
Yes, sir.
This is, dude, turn around. We're up 8-3, 1 out. Throw the ball down the middle of the plate. let's get out of here. When the coach comes out and he tells everybody else stay put, that's because he's going to say some stuff he doesn't want repeated.
Absolutely. He wouldn't be mic'd up in this situation,
No.
is what you're telling me.
Well, when I would do that, when I get in that situation, I'd always just go and clean the mound off, and I'd never look him in the face.
Ooh.
That's how you knew I was mad. I'd never
Ouch.
look him in the eye, and I'd just say, are you kidding me? Throw strikes.
Just like that, 3-1.
And you knew he was going to respond.
Right.
I mean,
He's not in that position because he doesn't respond. 3-1 delivery to Grayson Tempest. 1 out. Up the middle, there's a base hit. And Tempest will be on with a base hit.
well, that was a good-looking hit right there by Grayson.
I agree.
And that's what you do. That is textbook what you do with a 3-1. You're going to get a fastball, you hit it right back up the middle for a base hit. That's a great job, Grayson.
Avery Ortiz steps in. One out, Tempest on first. We need runs. I'm wondering if you're sending Tempest.
You can't. You have to play base to base right now, Jim, down because if he scores, we're still down 4. So we got to – and really, the more runners we get on, the more pressure we put on them.
In the dirt, 1-1. I like that philosophy from you.
What we can't have is him hit another line drive to short and double off,
And that's what happened the last time he was up.
I got all confidence in the world Avery's going to hit the ball hard somewhere right now, this at-bat.
When the 2-speedster, Tempest goes, throw down to second, not in time. Tempest did a good job holding on to that base because he was flat cooking. He darn near overslid that, and we've seen that a few times. So Tempest steals second.
I don't understand that. I really don't. We've gained nothing by that.
And almost, and good throw down there, and he's out.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, because the base hit, they're throwing into second base. He's going to score on a base hit. They're not worried about him. They're worried about the guy at the plate.
2-1. Ripped, base hit. Brown's going to send him home. No throw there.
Yeah. They're going to throw into second, keep Avery off second. And I told you Avery was going to hit the ball hard. I knew he was.
You did. And a base hit to right field will score Tempest.
That gives him another RBI for the game.
Does.
33 for the year.
And that's been the bright spot at home plate. We could talk about his defensive prowess, which has not been him. We're not even going to bring it up.
Nope.
Parker Patterson steps in now. Still 1 out. Outside.
I've heard.
I got a question. Hold on. Let's back up. Are you running Ortiz now?
No.
Well, you said no, and I know.
I know, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Because, just like what if Grayson had slid off the base?
Well, he slid through it pretty hard, yes.
We can't afford to give him an out. We just can't do it. Right now, we have to hit the ball. We have to make them make plays. We can't afford to give them anything.
Guess my question would be, how long do you let Jones go for Mustang? He's pitched well. Just like that.
His pitch count's not up, so
And
you let him go as long as he wants. Because he's burnt. You can't use him the rest of the tournament, and you want to save because you don't know what tomorrow brings.
Well, tomorrow brings Deer Creek if they hold on.
But I'm sorry, pitching-wise,
right.
You want all your arms ready to go.
There's a little bloop.
That's got a chance.
That may fall.
No. Ball carries to right.
Right. Ball carried to right, and that was a pop out there.
I thought that was going to drop.
And there's 2 away. And we're down to our last batter, buddy. We're down to our last out. We're down to our last time together. Unless our designated hitter in Bryce Ashlock can do something special here. And he'll foul it back right at us.
He wants that one back, Jim.
I want it back too.
Holy smokes, he was all over that.
Yep.
Come on, Bryce.
Outside. Runner goes, no throw, doesn't matter.
Now
That's okay.
That
right?
I don't mind. Ball's in the dirt. That's a good read. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right, because I don't think he was stealing anyway.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't
No,
stealing.
he just read it. That's a good read by him.
Big shout out to Dr. Marla Robinson, my boss. Thanks for letting me do this, Doc. I greatly appreciate everything you've allowed me to do this year.
Newly,
yes,
Dr.
Newly
Robinson.
Dr. Robinson, and this may be it. Pop fly, center field, squeeze it, ball game. What a season, though, for Union. Let's not take away what they did to get here.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you would have told anybody on this staff or at Union, hey, our kids are going to win the district and they're going to make it to the state tournament, but they're going to get beat in the first round, they would have taken it.
Yes, absolutely would have taken it. As the coaches are out to shake some hands, Coach Patterson for the other side comes out. Coach Newkirk, Robo, and Coach Brown, just a lot of congratulations to those guys. Let's say, 8 runs on 6 hits, 1 error for Mustang, 4 runs on 8 hits, but 6 errors.
Yeah.
And that's the youth.
And it stings.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. How do you handle this? Hopefully it's a great motivator for our kids going into summer ball, going into next fall, next spring. Because we got everybody coming back, Jim, except for Ryan.
Yep, everybody comes back, but Ryan Jones, the starter. So you'll have a new starter at second base, but everything should be in play. So, Joey, listen, I can't say thank you enough for being here and doing this with me. It's been a pleasure. I wish I would have met you 4 years ago when I started with the district.
I loved every minute of it, Jim. It's so much fun.
It's been great.
And Andy's been great.
Andy's been great. So for Andy Irwin, Joey Witcher, our entire crew, Emily Barkley, everybody back at Union, thanks for joining us. I'm Jim Douthit. The next time you'll hear my voice will be volleyball come fall. This has been great, and you've been